What's going on, guys? It's your average consumer, and today we are going to try and answer a very important question. How hard is it to game on a PC? Now, if you ask someone who games on a PC, they'll tell you it's the best thing ever, and that makes sense. PCs have a ton of power, lots of graphical capabilities, high frame rates, all that good stuff. But what's it like to actually play with a mouse and keyboard as a console player, someone who's been using a controller all of his life? It seems very, very hard to make the transition. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna spend 2 weeks really putting time in to the mouse and keyboard after having been a controller player for so long to see how hard that transition is. Carl, what do you think? You're a fellow console player. You think it's gonna be hard?
Bro, the keyboard looked like mathematics.
Well, yeah, we're gonna see how hard it actually is, but I am not expecting an easy time. So most important things about a gaming PC is, of course, the gaming PC. What I've got over here is my baby Typhoon. Built it myself. It's got pretty good specs, I'd say, so I don't have to worry about performance being an issue when it comes to gaming. We've got like an RTX 3090 in there, like a bajillion gigs of RAM. I think it's like 128 gigs. But yeah, performance-wise, this thing is going to hold up. Now, the most important parts are, of course, going to be the mouse and keyboard, right? So the keyboard that I'm using is the Logitech G915. This is the wireless version. It's my absolute favorite keyboard ever. Like, typing on this thing is excellent. So I'm hoping gaming is going to be just as nice. And I'm also using a Logitech G502 Lightspeed, so it's a wireless G502. There are all kinds of mice and keyboards out there, mechanical keyboards that have different clicks. They all feel very different, so you can find what works best for you, but I think this is what's going to work best for me, at least for now, until maybe I do some practicing. I might hate it all, who knows. As you guys can see, I have my Xbox Elite controller right here because that's what I typically game with when I'm on a PC, and I'm pretty decent with it. So I actually did my very first stream with Apex Legends using this controller. Your boy got the dub. So I'm not horrible with a controller. So I'm wondering if I'm going to even be able to get anywhere close to what I can do with a controller with this setup. Now, the idea here is to practice at least, I don't know, like at least 2 hours a day for 2 weeks, depending on what Austin will allow to happen. But that's the idea here. I'm gonna be playing Apex Legends as the first-person shooter of choice because that's like the only first-person shooter that I personally care about. And we'll try other games as well because I know first-person shooters aren't the only games that exist. I'm a big RPG guy, so we'll try some RPGs as well, just to kind of get an idea of how the mouse and keyboard works for different genres of gaming. All right, let's take some bets. Carl, you think I'm gonna master it by 2 weeks?
No.
You think I'm gonna get decent? You think I'm gonna get nice? What do you think?
Like I said, mathematics, no.
So nothing, you have no faith?
No faith.
Jay, do you have any faith in me, my man?
That is not Austin.
All right, so these guys have very shaky faith in me. That's
Prove
okay.
us wrong.
I'm going to prove you wrong, especially you, Carl, just because. Just so that I can show you guys my skill level with the mouse and keyboard. Check this out. Okay, now I still haven't even learned all of the keys yet on the keyboard to do certain things. I know how to do some of my abilities. I can shoot decently, I think. Ooh. Oh my gosh. I just killed the dummy with a Spitfire. I know how to run, crouch, jump somewhat. So now let's get into an actual match so that I can show you guys how I perform. Okay. Whether we go to a spot with a lot of enemies or not, I'm like super scared. All right, we'll go here. Oh, you can just launch with this too. I'm like learning as we go, you guys. And if my movement makes you sick, I apologize in advance. How do I put my gun away?
Try G.
3, okay. And that's what I find really hard. I feel like the amount of buttons that you have to press to control and do certain things, there are just so many on a keyboard, and you need to use all of these different fingers to access them. Whereas with a controller, everything's accessible with your thumbs or your pointer fingers. Like, that's all you need to get things done. Ah, I'm getting killed. How do I heal? Is that how I heal? I have to press up? No, that doesn't even make sense. I have to take my hand off the mouse? Oh my God. Well, clearly you guys can see how bad I am currently with the mouse and keyboard. Enemies in my face. I barely know how to heal. I don't know how to do anything. So hopefully with some more time, more practice, that gets easier and easier. Okay, so I had to jump into the actual mouse and keyboard menu so I could learn what these keys are. And man, there are just so many different things you can do, I guess, in this game in particular, because there's like abilities and all kinds of stuff. And you can use keys like all the way up to the number 9. And I'm just like, how is that like feasible? But I do see that there are other ways to heal instead of pressing up over here, but it's still just really far from the movement keys. I feel like I'm gonna end up going with a mouse that has more buttons so I can activate some of this stuff without needing to go all the way to this side of the keyboard. So I'll keep practicing. This is gonna be day 1. All right, guys, so it's been rough. It's been really rough. I don't know how people do it playing on the PC. It requires so many fingers. I'm getting into, gunfights, and I know what I want my character to do. I know what I want to happen, but I can't. I can't get used to using like my pinky to do certain things. It's rough. I've gotten myself killed because instead of like running away or pulling out my gun, I think I opened up my settings menu and just got myself killed. But we're gonna give it to 2 weeks and see what we can do. But right now it's not looking too hot. All right, guys, so it's been about a week since we last checked in. So I decided, why not do an official check-in so you guys can see where the skill level's at. I have been on Twitch throughout this process, so shout out to some of you guys who kind of helped me through this whole process and practicing, letting me know about like key binds and stuff like that. So if you haven't joined the Twitch family yet, definitely check out the channel. We have some pretty good times over there. I've been streaming a lot more recently. So if you want to get on board, hang out with your boy while we play some games, definitely check out my Twitch channel link down below in the description. Let me show you guys what your boy is capable of now, which is not much. Don't get hyped. Okay, Jump Master. Oh my gosh. I can't even really see. Wait, what? All right, I think I need to change the sensitivity or something. Oh, my mouse sensitivity for some reason was on 20. No wonder. Listen, that wasn't on me then. We gotta run that back. All right, let's see. I'm gonna land over here. Oh my goodness. I couldn't even run. I'm so horrible. Oh, my teammate got rid of all of them? Dope. Jay, how fun is watching this, man?
I lost. I was thinking something else.
Oh, Jay's not even paying attention. Thanks, Jay. I appreciate it. Ah, boy. Ah, no. I just want to heal. I want to heal. Just not there yet. The grind continues. I'll keep practicing, but as of right now, your boy doesn't have it. All right, you guys, so I'm kind of hyped. We just got our first win in Apex Legends. So straight up mouse and keyboard. Your boy got his first dub, 4 kills, 1,000 damage. And while that may not seem like a lot to people who know Apex Legends, that's actually pretty good considering my noob level. So I feel like we're making some real progress here, especially because of the new keys and settings that I used on the keyboard. Keybinds, man. Something you don't have to think about as a console player, but when it comes to mouse and keyboard, it helps a lot. All right, guys, so it's officially been 2 weeks since we started this process, and I gotta say, I'm a little bit more confident than I was when I first started. I am seeing that progress can be made if you dedicate the time to actually practicing and learning. I'm still not that good. I'm still not good at all, really, but I am much better than I was previously. So keybinds on my keyboard, practice, and having the proper opponents all made a huge impact on my experience so far. So let's show you guys where your boy's at right now. All right, time to show you guys a little something, something. Let me make sure my settings are all good. Too late. Again, I like to go in the crowded places to get my practice in. Yeah, it's much smoother, right? Yeah, put some respect on my name. Jay's like, oh snap, Judd, that's you? Ooh, let's go. Oh, are you kidding me? No! Yo, pick me up, pick me up, pick me up, pick me up, pick me up. Yes. Just stick it, stick it, stick it, stick it. Right call. Let's go! Let's go! Progress, baby! It's called progress. Now, that would have never been possible even a week ago. Oh, dang. Come over here, come over here, come over here. Oh! But we did all right though. We did, you know. I'm still proud of the progress. But we see a difference, guys? Huh?
You didn't even know how to walk. Like.
I was walking into walls, man. It was crazy. Let's give this another shot. Yes, we're dropping hot. Oh, they stole my kill. So you can still see there's still some rustiness there. Not really rustiness, but there's still some noobiness there. But the fact that I'm even able to really get down and fight with some of these guys, do 768 damage, I feel pretty good about myself. But all right, guys, so that was pretty much my experiment. This is something I've been meaning to do forever now. 2 weeks in, and I can say that I can play the game of Apex Legends. And you know, that's a first-person shooter. I also tried out other games as well. So it's all about muscle memory, regardless of the genre, whether it's like a more slow-paced game like an RPG, or action, or if you're just going for straight up first-person shooting. It's all a matter of just giving it the amount of time necessary and getting used to the controls, and also customizing the controls. I think that's like one of the biggest things. And I gotta admit, guys, I had zero faith going into this that I'd be anywhere close to decent. I mean, I'm not even decent. I'm just like able to do what I need to do in the game. I didn't think I'd even be this far. So I could have sworn that just once you're in that controller life, that's about it. And it would take way too long to kind of learn the PC, but I was wrong. So should you be afraid of gaming on a PC if you're coming from the controller life, which is what I exclusively played on? I don't think you have to worry that much. If you're willing to dedicate the time, and if you're gonna invest in a PC to game on anyway, chances are you're willing to do it. It's tough, and it's gonna be rough. Trust me, it will be, but it's doable. Carl, you gonna start gaming on a PC?
Once we build that PC, I'm gonna try.
That'll be fun. But that about wraps it up for this video, guys. Hopefully this answered the question of how hard it is to game on a PC, especially if you're coming from that controller life. If you enjoyed the video, be the cool guy or girl that gives this video a thumbs up. And huge shout out to all the folks that helped me out and made this possible over on Twitch. You guys were down to watch a pure noob get his skills up just a little bit. And I appreciate you guys for it. If you guys want to follow me on Twitch, I'll of course have those links down below as well as my Discord server, since I know they usually go hand in hand. But until next video, guys, it's your average consumer. Peace. I think I'll keep doing this. I'll keep practicing mouse and keyboard till I get nice.
Not bad.
I appreciate you, cousin.